I think one of the keys to the whole success of the program is having somebody in charge who's really dedicated and devoted and gets people out here. Last year it was Wendy. This year Becky's taking it on, and we all kind of get slacking a little bit sometimes, and she reminds us it's time to get out here. And when we do, we reminded what a good time it is. So
Jordan and I had stepped up as the coordinators of this garden, and we just have that comfort level with our coworkers to say, hey, like, we'd really like you to come out and garden with us today. And I think that really led to the core group. The second thing I'll say is just always checking in with people who are involved in the garden about what's working and what's not working, and that culture of direct feedback has really helped, I think, this year be more successful than last year, because we took the time to send out a survey. We had a circle here at the garden so people could give input, and I think people felt really comfortable saying, hey, this works, or no, that didn't work for me, and here are a few ideas to change it.
I think that Marie and Jordan did a really good job encouraging people to come and participate in the garden by making it really fun and welcoming and very open. For example, to start off the season, they sent around a survey, and those that completed the survey actually received handmade certificates of completion. So being able to pin those up above our desk really helped spread the word and make it seem like a really fun and welcoming environment to be a part of.
It's not that much time. As she said, it's 15-20 minutes. Normally you take a 10-minute break or 15-minute break, come walk down here, even if you just walk around, look at the flowers and, okay, I feel better, go back to my desk. Or you spend 20 minutes weeding, or, you spend your lunch hour sitting here on the bench instead of at your desk. And for those, doing the after, usually the watering and the weeding, on schedule is after work. And it's, again, 15-20 minutes, and, by 4:30, you're still out of here. So it's not a huge time commitment, especially when you have enough people to say, I'll take a week. Everybody's paired up, so there's always 2 people, so you don't have to say, oh, I have to go this week. Not a problem. Somebody's covering it. But it's just not that big a deal as far as time input that people think it may be. It's not doing an entire garden by yourself.
Part of it is a nod to management, like Larry. They allow us the time. They're not saying, why were you away from your desk and not working? They let us know, it's okay to come out here and spend 15-20 minutes, and that's a big part of it, knowing that they're giving you that time.
We very intentionally made time. We encouraged it in the culture. We built it into the schedule. We said that this is as important as other things that we do here, because I think everyone at every level of this organization, right, as Marie was saying, recognizes that we need to take care to be able to provide care. So we actually made the time and said that this is a priority. And for any organization or agency or company that's struggling to think about where do they find the time, I'd say own it, make the time, build it into your schedule, build it into your programming, and prioritize it.
Just even an email saying, hey, look, all the lettuce is up. It's just 1 week later, we've already got stuff coming up. Great job, guys. Because there were people that were out here that they're like, I don't know how to plant. I just like put it in. We got free seeds, so I said I don't even know what they're going to look like, but let's just put them all over there and we'll see how it goes. You can't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with planting anything. We just may have to weed them out a little bit.
And same for me I had my own garden because I really wanted to do it, but I didn't really know how, so I was like just asking Marie a bunch of questions and being like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Yeah. So this is like the training ground.
Yeah. I think some people feel guilty because they don't necessarily come out and work in the garden, but I don't, I'm out here every day. I don't care. I mean, it's just something, like Ron said, it's to get you away from your desk for a little bit. And as somebody who's down here almost every afternoon, I don't care if you don't pick a weed. If you want to come and pick stuff, go ahead. I mean, that's what it's kind of a community thing.
We have set a time every week where we call them garden work parties, where people will come to garden together and everyone's invited to come. And we've made it very pressure free, that if you come once, that doesn't mean that you need to show up every Monday. You're welcome to come and participate in any way you see fit. And so it kind of takes that pressure away of feeling like, oh no, I've committed to another thing and I just don't have time for it. So really saying the garden's here for you. You can participate as much as you want or as little as you want, and that's totally fine. And you won't like feel any shame if you come out once, or if you don't really garden but you want to take home some basil to make pesto.
And then I'll go around and I might say, so, you coming out? Or, you know, why aren't you coming out? And making sure that everybody feels included, and not just, it's not just the garden club.
We have a kitchen here, and we often do shared meals, salad days, as a benefit as well.
This is my first garden ever, so I've never had a garden at home. And I get really excited when I see Andrea's zucchinis getting big. And I'm always texting her, like, we need to pick those zucchinis. And I love to come down and water the garden. And I like to see people stop at the window and just, you know, give me a thumbs up that I'm watering the garden for them. And we have like weeding parties, which, you know, it's a lot of teamwork. And that's fun to just do it together versus being down here alone.
Check us out on YouTube for more videos on the benefits of workplace gardens and advice for starting a garden at your workplace. For more tips, resources, and support for workplace gardens, visit Vermont Community Garden Network's website at vcgn.org.
I definitely think when we're out here weeding together, we brainstorm other fun things that we need to be doing or should be doing together, and we've gone on hikes afterwards or planned meals, and sometimes, you know, weeding in the garden translates to beer on Fridays. And
we further state your compliance with the above regulations will ensure that everybody will have an enjoyable and prosperous garden.